We want to run through some weekend events you might enjoy throughout the tri-state coming up. We don't have very many in some of those Du Bois County, Perry County areas, so we're moving on to Gibson County. We've got the Gun and Knife Show making its way back Saturday and Sunday to the Gibson County Fairgrounds. This is something that happens at least once a year. 9 to 5 on Saturday, and then we've got 9 to 3 on Sunday, $6 for an entry fee there. Then we're talking history. This is a series that continues on in New Harmony for folks to gather and talk about different points of history within the town, and they're going to be focusing on commerce today. That kicks off at 10 o'clock this morning. It is a free conversation at the Gallery of Contemporary Art. You get a chance to view the art in the gallery and talk some history of New Harmony. So that's in Posey County. Then we're moving right along to Evansville, Vanderburgh County. Dwight Yoakam making a return to Evansville. The Cosmic Roundup and Rodeo Tour, that is tonight at the Ford Center. It all starts at 7 o'clock. Tickets start at $42. And Mercy Me with Zach Williams and special guest Sam Wesley. I believe Joe interviewed them earlier. They are returning to the Tri-State, Ford Center in Evansville on Friday. That concert also kicks off at 7 o'clock, so it's a busy weekend for the Ford Center. Tickets there start at $25. And then we've got the comedy Moon Over Buffalo making its debut with Evansville Civic Theater this weekend. It's this weekend and next. Friday through Sunday, they will be performing at Bosse High School, 7:30 Friday and Saturday, and then 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. Tickets are $20. And then Romeo and Juliet makes its debut at the University of Evansville Theater this Friday and Saturday. They will be performing at their main theater, which is Shanklin Theater on campus. Tickets range in price from $18 to $20, and that show starts at 7:30 as well. We're going to be talking with the director and Romeo coming up here in about 30 minutes about their take on the classic. Then we've got the Bridgerton Ball making its way to Henderson. We talked about this last week with the folks at the Henderson County Public Library. It's this Friday. It is free at 5:30. You do need to get on their website, though, to register. And it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be trivia. There's going to be tea, of course. What ball would not be complete without tea? There's activities and, of course, ballroom dancing. Again, that is free starting at 5:30 tomorrow night at the Henderson County Public Library. Also in Henderson this weekend, another great event brought to you by Audubon State Park. It is called the Spring is Here Guided Hike because spring literally starts today. So it is coming up this Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it is a free guided hike with some of their guides there. I think there's a couple different mileage level for folks depending on your skill level for hiking. And then we've got the Henderson Area Arts Alliance debuting another show. It is the group Take 3. You can see it's 3 women who will be performing their musical instruments. That is coming up this Sunday at the Preston Arts Center on the campus of Henderson Community College. Tickets range in price from $35 to $40, and the start time of that concert is 7:30. And then, you know, it would not be March without a taste of Ireland, right? So we've got a taste of Ireland coming to Owensboro, Irish music and dance sensation. They will be performing this Friday night at 7:30 at the River Park Center in Owensboro there on the riverfront, and tickets start at $39. And the return of the Jerry Garcia Bluegrass Journey Weekend to honor Jerry Garcia is coming up this weekend at the Bluegrass Hall of Fame and Museum, Music Hall of Fame and Museum. I think this also happened last year. It is Friday and Saturday. It is $109 for tickets for the whole weekend. There's going to be multiple performances, multiple kind of jam sessions, things for you to learn. So that's why the ticket price is where it is. For both Friday and Saturday, tickets are $109. And then we've got the return of the Wendell Foster Half Marathon and 5K to benefit the Wendell Foster organization. That is coming up this Saturday. It starts along the Owensboro Riverfront. Everything kicks off for that run at 7:30 in the morning. If you're wanting to run that half marathon, it is $85. If you're wanting to run the 5K, it is $35. Not sure if you're going to be able to be guaranteed a shirt this late in the game, but you might. I'm sure packet pickup is tomorrow and pretty early in the morning on Saturday. And then we've got the Owensboro Classic by Hoop Showcase that is coming up this Saturday and Sunday at the Owensboro Convention Center. If you'd like to watch your family play, it does involve 3rd through 11th grade students for that Owensboro Hoops Classic there. Then we've got the Show and Go Car Club Cruisin' that is making its way to Madisonville, Hopkins County. That is coming up this Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4 at Parkway Plaza Mall. There's a half pot, there's live music, food trucks, and of course, the cars. And then we talked with the fine folks from the Hopkins County Tourism and Convention office yesterday, I believe. They're still plugging along with the Great Restaurant Race of 2025. It kicked off at the beginning of March. It wraps up on the 30th. So what you have to do is you have to dine at least 10 different restaurants in the county. You don't have to, it can be a drive-through, you don't have to dine in, it can be drive-through, carry-out, curbside service, whatever. You got to keep your receipts from all 10 restaurants. No purchase minimum amount either, and then you upload it to their Facebook page or website, all of their receipts, they'll review it, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win $500, different cool gifts, gift cards and stuff to different organizations, restaurants, and businesses as well. So that is taking place through the end of March.